Hello guys, here with a new TrackMania Masters Team Cup 2019 prediction video. This time is the quarterfinals. Last round was the round of 16. We had 8 matches played there. I got 7 out of the 8 correct. The only one I missed out on was the insects against the TrackMania Heroes Team Blue. I picked the THE to win that one, but insects eventually won it on the map 3. Now, if you go through the winners, you can see it here on the screen. Planet Key Dynamics won against THE Orange, M&M Gaming won against B Genius, Team Neurotech won against 300, Elementaries lost against Venture Esports, UB won against Orcs GP, Insects won against THE, HBD won against A New Era, and Runtime won against Team Q. That leaves us with the match Planet Key Dynamics against M&M Gaming, Team Neurotech against Venture Esports, UB Team against Insects, and then HBD against Runtime. So now we hopefully get into more, closer matches. Even in the rounds of 16, you had a lot of 7-0 and 7-1 scores. So rather one-sided matchups. The only, match that was somewhat close was of course the Insects against THE Blue, and then you had a close map on Elementaries against Venture Esports, where it ended up with a tennis mode. Elementaries had a chance of taking that down, but Venture Esports came back and eventually won that map, and then map 2 as well. If we go into the first match, it's Planet Key Dynamics against M&M Gaming, a rerun of the last Team Cup Grand Final, which M&M Gaming won on a decider map. And now they are running it back in a quarterfinal. I guess if one of these teams drop down to the loser bracket, they will find a way to get into at least a consolidation final, even a grand final. At least the skill level is there. Planet Key Dynamics undefeated so far in the TrackMania Masters Team Cup, and the last team to beat them, well, it was M&M Gaming, then back in CPS 20. If you look at the teams that these teams beat in the rounds of 16, Planet Key Dynamics beat THE Orange, and then M&M Gaming beat B Genius. Then those two teams faced in the lower bracket the day after. THE Orange beat B Genius 7-2, 7-5. So that might indicate that Planet Key Dynamics had a tougher opponent in their match in the previous step than M&M Gaming had, but I don't think you should make too much out of it. I think both of those teams went into that round thinking that on paper we should win this and we might not even have to be fully prepared. Now both teams has to be prepared to win it, and if one team slacks down, well, I guess they are gonna be out and drop down to the loser bracket then. If you look at the most notable players, if you are to plan to follow this, you should look after names like Mi4, Link, Novice, and Kens for Planet Key Dynamics. You might have some other notable names there that I might forgot, but on the top of my head, those are the names that I think might be a deciding factor here, and if so, I think Mi4 needs to be on sort of a top level for himself, at least, if Planet Key Dynamics is to take this one down. The same with M&M Gaming. Last time they faced, I think that Beat was the deciding factor. All the sub-matches he's played, M&M Gaming won. I think he also is a player that M&M Gaming might have to rely on to be a deciding factor this time, but you also have now Serby, who is new to the lineup. You have the team captain in Nevermind, who himself is a good player. You have Igor, who was in the TrackMania World Championship in 2018, sorry. So yeah, the lineups for both teams are stacked, and this can go either way. This is the hardest one to pick, but I pick Planet Key Dynamics actually to win this one. I think they seem to be more motivated. They seem to take this Team Cup more serious than they maybe has in a long time, and looking to win the TrackMania Masters Team Cup once again. They won it back in 2016. And I believe they also, if they win this edition, they will be the first team beside Dignitas to win 2 TrackMania Masters Team Cups. If you go on to the next one, Neurotech against Venture Esports. If you look at the teams that they beat in the last round, Venture beat Elementaries, Neurotech beat 300. Then Elementaries and 300 face in the lower bracket, and well, Elementaries won that match rather easy, 7-0, 7-0. So Venture Esports, of course, had a tougher opponent in the last step. And if you look at the players for these two, I think that Neurotech is more shallow lineup, but still, if you have 4 players prepared and ready for the match, that should be enough. You have a player like Flyer and Jussie for Neurotech, and I believe that if Neurotech at least should have somewhat a chance here, both of them need to be on top level, at least Flyer. We know that he has been on a top level before, compete against the best in the world, and now he has to step it up once again, because he face up against players like Dutchy, Vaganche, Psychos, Harney, Soldier, Maddox, and so on. There are a lot of players for Venture Esports. I picked them to win this tournament before the tournament starts. I'm not gonna change that pick now. I think for every step that passes in this tournament, they will be more and more solid, and I think this is just gonna be a step to prove that and to prove me correct. So I pick Venture Esports to win this and take this one down. The next one, UB Team against Insects. If you look at the teams that they beat in their rounds of 16, UB Team beats Orcs GP, Insects beat THE Blue, then THE Blue and Orcs GP face in their lower bracket. THE Blue wins that 7-1, 7-0. But UB Team won their group, they won their match pretty solid, so they have some sort of momentum here. Insects got 4th in their group. And if you look at the teams, they are not like any outstanding names, I would say, at least of the players played in the last step. You have UB Team had Asper, Raptor, Zoom, Ringo. Of course, they are good players, but not like world-class level of players. The same with Insects, they have Dark, they have Thompson, Salva, Rail, like players that sure is good, they can do well. We saw Thompson getting more points than Dexter against THE Blue, so let's see here who will take this one down. I think that UB Team will eventually take this one and then move on to the semi-final, but I might be wrong here, but that's my pick. HPD against Runtime is the last map I will predict today. Last match, sorry. If you look at the teams they beat, then Runtime beat Team Q, and HPD won against A New Era. I think that match wasn't even officially played since A New Era just had 3 players. But then Team Q beats A New Era 7-3, 7-3. If you look at the names HPD has, they have most notable Onyo, who last Sunday played in the open qualifiers for TrackMania Grand League. Finished second there, so he's not qualified for that, and that might be a good thing for HPD. Now they have the best players still ready to play the Team Cup, but they also have names like Barbos, Safang, and others in that lineup. Runtime, more famous lineup. They have done better in earlier Team Cups. They have Troll, Sammy, Matt, Macy, who played in last step. I'm not sure if he will play this time because he has now the TrackMania Grand League coming up on Sunday. But who knows? It's on Saturday, this one, so it's possible to make it work, but let's see. Here, and in the last match, I picked Runtime to win it against HPD. Maybe one of them one I'm more sure about, but well, let's see here. So my picks are Planet Dynamics, Venture Esports, UB Team, and Runtime. Last step I had 1 wrong. I got 7 out of 8 correct. Hopefully I got 4 out of 4 for this one, but Insects has proven me wrong already, but I still go against them. Maybe they will once again prove me wrong, and that might be a story for these sort of prediction videos. How do you see these quarterfinals playing out on Saturday? Let me know in the comments. Maybe you are a better predictor than me. Let's see. And if you are to follow these events or follow these matches, make sure to stay in touch in the Discord channel of the TrackMania Masters Team Cup. The default time should be 8 o'clock on Saturday, But like last steps, I believe like one match was played at the default time. They move it around to make it suit for the teams. Some are played early on Saturday, some are played later on Saturday, and then some are played on Sunday. So if you want to know what time the matches are played, join that Discord channel. And if you haven't Discord, well, contact me. I might be able to figure it out for you. I see you in the next prediction video. Then we will move on to the semifinals and hopefully have some even better matches to predict then. Bye bye. Just want to say thanks to the people who actually support the work I do and help move this channel forward. You have Genie Productions, you have Apotit, you have Nathan, and then you have a voucher. If you want to support the channel and the work I do in TrackMania, you can find a link for the Patreon page below. You get some sort of extra content there, but the most content is of course free and available for everybody here on this YouTube page. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video.